Hello, boys and girls. It's Trevor the Great with an army for you today. This is my Tau army that I've had in some of my previous reports, and it is all finished and all ready to go, and I'm going to try and sell it. So, let's dive right in here. As you can see, I built the army as a really mech-heavy list. It's got 6 armored units in it. It's got 3 devilfish, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 hammerheads over here. They all look really good. The whole army is this really dark color scheme with contrasting with the white sort of highlights on them, and it's sort of a Black Ops sort of night fighting sort of feel, which is what I was going for. It's all pretty low level because it's just black and white basically. It's all level 1 or 2, maybe 3 for some of the characters and the battlesuits and things, by my grading system, but it looks really cool on the table, as you can see. So yeah. So anyway, 6 armored units. We got 2 Fire Warrior squadrons here. 2 12-man Fire Warrior units. I like to split them up into units of 6 and put them in the devilfish, and that works for me. As you can see, there's 2 team leader models modeled up here, each with a bonding knife, and the other the extra detailing on the armor with the white helmet and everything. Then we have a Pathfinder squad. These are converted from plastic Fire Warriors because I think that looks better than the GW metal ones. Plus they're less expensive, which is a bonus as well. They have, as you can see, they have these converted marker lights on the edges of their carbines, and they also have a team leader model in there as well. We also have 2 3-man stealth suit squads. These are the old metal stealth suits. I don't remember what the classification is in the armor book, but they are the old the metal stealth suits. Unfortunately, one of the reasons that I'm not a big fan of the Tau Codex is that stealth suits are one of my favorite units, although on the table they just don't perform well. The whole aesthetic of the Tau army is something that I really like, although I don't really like how it needs to be played on the tabletop to be successful, which is basically lots of battlesuits and crew. And I am not a huge fan of battlesuits or crew. I like the tanks and the Fire Warriors, so I took a lot of those. But necessity forced me to take battlesuits, basically. And speaking of battlesuits, we have a bunch of battlesuits. These are all, the weapons are all, they are not attached, as you can see. They're all modular, so that you can configure their battlesuits any way you wish. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 normal Crisis XB8 battlesuits. There are also 2 Crisis battlesuit commanders. There's this guy over here, and then this guy. This guy I usually run as the bigger commander because he has the cooler face. And honestly, I think that model looks really awesome. What else do we have? We have a unit of 10 crew. They are great for holding objectives. I'm a big fan of these guys in the game. I'm not such a big fan, in other theaters, I guess. There's also a bunch of drones and things. These are shield drones. They're converted from normal plastic drones. Nothing special there. And then 2 marker drones over here. And then this guy was the test model for the army. He was to see if I liked the color scheme, and he worked out pretty well. So I use him as an objective marker, or whatever, really, little accent to your army. And then there are these the mystery piece from the stealth suit box that nobody knows what it is for, and I use them as objective markers because they work out well for that. Like I said, there is a lot of, especially for the battlesuits and things, there are a lot of, they're all modular, so you can make a lot of changes and things. And the hammerheads as well, you can, maybe not that one. I'm not going to try it with one hand on the camera. But you can take the railguns off, and you can replace them with these ion cannons, which I'm a big fan of. Aesthetically, I think ion cannons are so cool. I just wish they did more in game. So there's all sorts of add-ons and things. I believe there are 5 weapon systems of each type, so 5 missile pods, fusion blasters, flamers, burst cannons, and plasma rifles. Actually, there might be 4 plasma rifles. But so they can be mixed and matched onto the battle suits. There are also 3 smart missile systems for the tanks. So you can give all of your hammerhead smart missiles if you want, including the burst cannons. All the burst cannons are removable. And then there are 2 tanks worth of the extra weapon system drone thingamajigs that go onto the Devilfish so that you can swap the gun drones out for missile pods, smart missile systems if you wish. Now, a caveat on these models, they were all built from a lot of refurbished models and second-hand models, things off eBay, things like that. So there are some quirks to the Army. Some of all the Devilfish are on the large flying bases. Unfortunately, when I bought them, I was not given enough large flying bases to put the hammerheads on, so they are actually on small flying bases, as you can see under there for the hammerheads. Let's see, all of the battle suits are modular, except for this one. He's glued together in this pattern. Fortunately, it's a very usable pattern. The plasma rifle and missile pod is very popular, and multi-tracker is very popular. This guy, this is something I did just so he didn't break. This guy is actually not glued onto his base. None of the battle suits are glued onto their flying stand, by the way, just in case. But he is the flying stand is not glued onto this base, just because I think if it broke, it would be very hard to repair. It's like we've got a little pin in there. So if whoever purchases this army wants to glue it on, they can do that. I just like to keep it off just for transportation. So, okay, other than that, some of the hammerheads are funky. This one in particular, the engine pods and the little gun weapon, the secondary weapons are glued down for some reason, so they can't turn. And then one of the hammerheads, don't remember which one, it actually has its railgun glued down. So only 2 of them have modular railguns. So after that long list of drawbacks, this is a Tau army. It runs, if you put everything in the list, it runs probably around 2,500 points, which in my opinion sounds really low for something this big, but Tau are sort of cool that way. So yeah, there it is. Contact me if you are interested in this army, or if you are interested in an army similar to it. I can do that too. Kirby the Great, out.